Superintendent Tom Lune makes a stop in the area to further explain the details of the new education reform laws. Good evening. Thanks for watching tonight. I'm Todd Blackington. He's been in the spotlight for a long time, and today the superintendent tried to find some common ground with the people who will see the greatest impact of his education reform. Dozens showed up, some driving from as far away as Bear Lake to learn more about how these changes will affect education in the state. Phil Campbell was at today's meetings and has more for us tonight from ISU.
It's a routine process that follows every legislative session, but this was not your typical year for education. With the support of the state legislature, Superintendent Tom Lune successfully implemented his new plan for K-12 education. Wednesday, Lune spent the better part of the day explaining the changes and in some cases defending them.
Well, it isn't broken in the first place. I know that there are probably some teachers who aren't doing a very good job, but there are ways to get rid of those teachers, but you don't have to attack the whole system of K through 12 education and start dismantling it because of a few teachers, a few bad apples. That's what we need to do. Is we need to put more money and give more support to our schools instead of less support.
Now, the issue of raising taxes has been a common theme throughout this debate, but Superintendent Lune says the voters have already spoken on this issue.
People are more comfortable voting on the local level to raise their taxes because they have a say, but they did not want the legislature to raise their taxes. And I think, it was very clear. Just look at the governor's race. Keith Allred, who ran for governor, made it very clear that the answer to our financial situation was to raise revenues, so we would have more money for schools and other government agencies. Governor Otter said he wasn't going to raise revenues in the form of tax increases on anyone. And the voters made it very clear in November that they supported Governor Otter.
Just steps away from where the forum was held, students and community members were collecting signatures to recall the superintendent. In Bannock County alone, the group is over halfway to 10,000 signatures. Most of the entrances to the Pond Student Union building had demonstrators ready to welcome Lune to ISU. The superintendent said he doesn't let that bother him and that some in the media have blown things out of proportion.
I definitely believe that a majority of Idahoans recognize that our current education system needs to change. Now, whether they agree with the individual details or the package as a whole, I understand where, you never make all the people happy all the time. But there's no doubt the majority of the people recognize that our current education system needs to change, and it's financially not sustainable. And for that reason, I think the majority of the people support the efforts that the governor and I have done and the success we had in the legislature.
Reporting in Pocatello, Phil Campbell, KPVI News 6.
The post-legislative roadshow continues tomorrow on the campus of the College of Southern Idaho in Twin Falls.